We are we're in the kitchen. You can see we're going to be live in about half an hour with the Shelby Neely sentencing. But in the meantime, just wanted to give you a quick update on what I'm building and why, and what came in the mail today for that build. So let's see. All right, here's what we have. I've been building over, I guess, many years now, a mobile streaming rig, an appliance that will let me carry one big box and do everything I need to do from just about anywhere very easily. And so this is it. This is my mobile streaming rig, and most of the parts are from Blackmagic Design, which are it's one of my favorite companies for what they do. And it all fits in this nice, little roller case, and it has little end caps that fit on the end. I'll show you on the inside. It's not quite as pretty on the back ends, but all those little silver connectors, those are possible cameras I can connect to, or signals I can send out. So we're going to keep working on the backside here. I've got some additional hardware that I have to put in right now. This is a power over Ethernet network switch of 8 different ports there. This is a wireless router. This is a converter from HDMI. You guys know the HDMI plug converts it to SDI, and then it also simultaneously converts SDI to a different HDMI. So I can have signals go 2 different directions there. I'm going to be installing these little racks on the back of this machine right here. And you see all these little ports. They have little caps, and I can connect cables and plugs and everything. The whole idea is I'll have all the plugs available on the back, and I never have to open this up. I can just take the cover off and be ready to go. So to run all this, let me show you what we have. First of all, we need power, right? And this bottom unit right across here with the lights on, this is our power supply. So it tells us that we have power from the wall coming in, and I can turn it off or turn it on. When I turn it on, it powers up all the plugs on the back, and everything here boots up. So the items that boot up are in order of importance. This top rack, this is called a 1 unit. This is an ATEM 2ME. That means it can send out 2 different mix effects. So 2 different signals. I can have one thing on one program and one thing on another program. But that is the switcher. So this is my 20 different inputs. I can have up to 12 outputs, and it can play all sorts of cool stuff. Down below it is just a monitor. These are 2 8-inch LCD monitors. On the left, I have my multi-view, so I can see what's going out on my program, which is a video of my kitchen sink right now. Right over there, you can see that. It's got the little time counter. And I can also see all the other monitors, anything that's going out or into my system. Down here, we have a hyperdeck. This is a recorder, and it records what goes out on here. So if I need to save a copy of, say, like a city council meeting I'm airing or something, I can save it, and I can save it to these little SD cards and just hand them a card at the end of the day, and it's done. Also, we can record full media feeds and things like that. This little box down here, its whole job is just to go on air. When I push that button, when it's connected to the internet, that button's going to turn red, and it will send the signal up to 4K, which is great resolution, straight to the internet, and we go live on the internet that way. So that box connects right there. Now, today I got all this stuff. So this is probably the most expensive part I got today, but this is a rack-mounted fan. Believe it or not, these little parts there in the box, they get a little bit hot when they're running. So I'm going to take this fan, I'm going to mount it right back here, like that, and plug it in. And it has on the back, it has these different fans that are very, very quiet. It's down to 8 decibels. And it also has a thermometer that goes inside here. And when the temperature gets too warm, it will run this fan and it will blow the hot air out the back on the top. That's an AC Infinity fan. Then we have a few other things. These are parts for the fan and thermostats for the fan. and notebook for the fan. Then we have a lot more of these little plugs. This allows me to plug in USB-C on both sides. That's going to go over here in one of these holes, so I can plug into all my different devices and I can plug into all the different pieces of equipment without opening it up. Then I have a bunch of these cables. These are the SDI cables. I need to connect to those. Sorry, I think this is RA just found a bug. We'll connect those. That allows me to just plug everything in as well. These two are going to be cables that plug into the back of the switcher. And these are audio cables, so I can plug in what's called an XLR. Looks like an old, like a church microphone type plug. And then it goes straight into my switcher. So I can bring in anything I want audio-wise into here. So if you get a court feed from the courtroom, the audio, we can plug it right into the switcher and carry that with it. These are more of the same ports that go on the back. Over here, they're going to go in some of these holes for connecting cameras into the system. We have some for connecting internet into the system, and some more USB into the system. And then, of course, we have some little cables and stuff to connect everything. Have no idea what this is. That's not mine. Not sure what that is. I didn't buy that. And of course, once this is all built, it looks pretty on the front end, but the back is going to be a mess. And because of that, I got a little labeler so that I can print off little labels and tell myself what it is, what each plug does, so I can remember and just plug it in. So that's the update on the tech. It's ready to go right now. It's set up. So all this stuff just makes it more convenient, a little bit easier to run, and makes it cleaner on this backside. So there's not just this gaping bundle of cords showing. This will actually all be covered except for one little slot on the bottom where one power cord will come out, and that's it. Everything else will be inside, tucked away where no one can see it. So, all right, that's the update. That's all I've got for you guys. Hopefully that makes sense for you all. I can't wait to use this and get you guys some great 4K footage from either on the scene somewhere or at a courtroom or something like that. So, how heavy is it, Phil? This one is. I'll put it about 25 pounds, even with all the parts in. I mean, it's fairly light. Might be as much as 30. This is a Gator Pro case, so this is plastic, and it's just a 6U rack. But looking in here on the back side, sorry, it's our microwaves cooking hot dogs or something. Just lots of connectors. Really happy about that. Those make me happy. You got screens, a million ways to connect. Power supplies down on the bottom. This will be a bundle of red cords. Some of them coming out here to the back panel here when we're done. So I'll show you when it's finished, though. I have another case. This exact same case, the exact same size, but on the front, it has the power supply and then just all audio equipment. So it's going to be wireless receivers mostly, and trays for wireless microphones. And if I need to take both of these, I can actually just take one and mount it, sit it right on top of this and plug it in, and it's ready to go. It really takes the setup and tear down and makes it just a few minutes instead of a couple hours. So yes, red cords for red pen. These cords are $10 each, which is just ridiculous because they're only a foot long. But funny thing is, if I got a 5 foot long cord, it would be $11 because the expensive part is the end right here. This little twist lock piece on the end. The middle part is really, really cheap. But these are cables that are specially designed to handle 4K video. So I can have high definition. There are cheaper cables. I've got cheaper cables. You can get these for just a couple dollars each, but they wouldn't be able to run 4K video without having glitches and things like that. So this will be better to run that way. So, all right, that gives me about 15 minutes before the Shelby Neely case gets going, and then probably after that I'll come back out here and build it. I'm not sure if we'll do a live stream during the build or not, but need stickers on the case, Phil. I know a guy. Um, this case is not good for. It's really textured, unfortunately. Um, not really prone for stickers, but let me go through. Let me show you the office here really quickly. Removing things in the hall. I just carried that with my son. Um, this is my studio. Everything we have. Here we go. Everything we have in here. Why is it ringing? Everything we have in here. Every time I talk, it rings. I don't know what it's doing. Right. Everything we have in here is basically represented in that box, with the exception of our little Apple TV units, which we use to get some of our feeds, and the Mac Studio. Everything else, with the audio system, the switchers, the all the buttons and recorders, all of that is basically in that portable kit as well, which means that I won't have to tear apart my studio here when we're going somewhere. I can just leave it all in place, and it'll make going back live after a weekend work much easier. So, all right. Any other questions? Last chance. Last chance. Will you have more buttons now? Yes, I'll have a ton more buttons. Probably, well, not a ton. Probably in the range of 100 to 200 more buttons when I'm finished, which is probably soon. So, all right. Looks like we've got a little bit before. Let's dismiss that. Go here. We're doing our tech update. Just checking to see how the live stream's going over here. Making sure I'm not showing something I shouldn't. Go to live. Looks like Kim was first in chat. We're going to pin her message. So it's down here. So she's the pinned message when we come back with the live stream in about 15 minutes. So where's the life-size Greeners cardboard cutout I sent you? I keep that up in the bedroom, Greeners. He's never heard of Gorilla Glue. Yeah, Amber, when you came, it was a little bit different. It was a little bit busier here, but still some of the same stuff present. We've got Mr. Bones and Lady Justice and all. Pull my finger. A few stickers left over as well. Maybe put one of those on the case. All right. If I don't see any more questions, so why do you not film this in landscape? Because I put it on the phone and it defaulted to this orientation. I just couldn't be bothered, honestly. Where's my solo cup? The kids were using it to drink out of. It's no longer in my office right now. So somebody was, I think, drinking juice out of it earlier. But I won't show you over there because that's where I have lots of scary stuff over there. Like lots of dill pickle flavored things. My water supply. And all that. So, what color paint do you stare at all day? I need new office colors. Well, this is my view. We have these old windows, which I just hung a black sheet, which is sort of transparent over the top, and then they've got the shutters on the bottom. So we have 1, 2, and 3 because there's one in the corner. I don't have any sheet for that one. So that's my back wall. You guys normally only see till like that high up, right? Because your view over my shoulder sort of looks like this, because you're looking from this camera right here, which is um, I think it's a Black Magic Design Studio something. I forget what it's called. A little Luminex variable zoom lens. So the neighbors are wondering what goes on in the room with the black shades. Yeah, this looks the same. All right. I've got 14 minutes now, and I've got to sort of get ready and sort of clean up a little bit so the kids can eat their lunch in the kitchen, and We'll be back in a little bit. Careful, boss. Okay. What am I showing? Okay. There we go. All right. We will see you guys in just a little bit. Love you all. Hope you had a great lunch. Catch you later.